Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Canadian Bowler Open 2024 Pairs event. We are live from Calgary Lawn Bowling Club in Calgary, Alberta. We just got through 2 days of singles, and we are now getting into the pairs event. These are the qualification stages. We have 5 rounds. Every team will play at least 4 games and get qualified for the top bracket, middle bracket, or bottom bracket. Top bracket plays for the Canadian Bowler Tag Team Championship belts, as well as $2,000 in cash. Today we bring you Bob Selzler. Bob Selzler's team. Bob was the runner-up in the singles event, and Billy Thrasher's team. We hope you enjoy the broadcast. Let us know if you're out there. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. We appreciate all the viewership, all the support. Helps us put on great events like this. Everybody's having a great time. Music, bars open, and it's a beautiful day. Hope you're having a great morning. The event that we're playing, pairs, we are playing 14 ends. We are also playing some unique rules to the Canadian Bowler Open tag team event. We're taking that sort of wrestling theme that we've been using with the belts and everything else and the theme music, and we're rolling that into the game. You are allowed 3 tags during the game, and what that means is that your skip and your lead can swap positions and play a few ends in other positions. So you could do that for the whole game. You could swap in and out a couple times. But it's a unique thing. We're going to see if people like it, if people use it. It'll be very interesting. The other rule that we're using to help speed up games is that a dead end is an end played. So if the jack goes out of bounds and the end ends up dead, that means that the end is blanked and you move on. The only difference for the rule in the very last end is that the last end must be a scoring end. So you can kill it as many times as you want, but you have to replay it because it needs to be a scoring end for either team. So we're going to see how these unique rules play out. People are very interested in how they're going to going to use them or how they're going to work, but should be very interesting for the players. We hope that everybody's having a great morning. We are having a fantastic morning here. It's a little cool, but the sun is out, and it is supposed to crank up the heat later today, so I'm sure that some of the sweaters, vests, and other long sleeve apparel will be leaving. The Seltzer team dropping 2 in there really tight. Shots about 6 to 7 inches behind, and second shot is about a foot. We've got a really nice bowl coming in here again. Very consistent. Can't ask more from your lead than a line up 3 bowls really close to the jack and behind. It's fantastic. All right, loose end from Team Thrasher, but very tight end from Team Selzler. So sometimes there's a little feeling out process. Some players were out bowling the opposite direction during the morning to allow for some practice. I'm now joined by Michael Patulli.
Morning, Daryl. Another beautiful day in Calgary.
Yeah, a little cool for us Ontario folk, but no humidity is a blessing.
Yeah, you sissies from Ontario can't take the 10 degrees in the prairie mornings.
I'm sure I'll be wishing for this temperature later in the day.
Yeah, I'll be pretty optimal later in the day when I think they're calling for 30-something degrees.
That's you, Hubert.
Beauty
Drawing
bowl.
shot.
Bails out Billy Thrasher there.
I think you can get around that, Ray. Come this way. I think you can get around this and still come in. It's about 12 feet.
Bob's coming down the other side, probably going to try to either land on the shot pole or drag that jack to the side. Just going to come up narrow.
So he's a little bit narrow. I was wondering how Bob's going to be feeling today. He played all the way through the day yesterday. Was the runner-up in the Canadian Bowler Open singles. So he's probably got a pretty tight body. I was watching him massage gun himself in between the last 2 rounds. So I can't imagine he's at 100% right now, but he's still going to give it his all because he'd be definitely in the running for the King of the Green, which is our Player of the Tournament award. So
Absolutely.
Set himself up well after the first round.
Yeah, Matthew just needs to play another one here. He doesn't want to leave one lonely in the head.
Looks a little spicy.
I'm not quite sure what the play was on that one, but really you just want to get another one in the head because you lose that when you're down 5.
Yeah, like with the change in strategy that we have here for this event, a killed end is an end played.
Yes.
Part of me would almost throw weight if I was Bob because you kill that end, you're doing fine. You pick the bull, you're up 3. But looks like he threw more of just a draw weight and came a little bit wide.
I think you just need a draw here. Get a second one in there. Even if it's third shot.
So this one looks like it has a little bit better draw weight. Let's see if he's all the way there, though. Just got to run a bit.
It helps. Cuts out some of those loose bowls, but there's still the 3 there.
That's it.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. I'm not counting bowls. I'm not paying attention.
Nope. It's like, what? Oh, I'm not sure if Daryl's aware that was the last bowl of the end. Counting is something that we're still working on here at the Canadian Bowler. We're not too good at counting sometimes.
Can neither confirm nor deny that statement. If you're out there watching, we're hoping you're having a great morning across Canada, even if you're international. Let us know you're out there. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. All the interactions, chat, views help us tremendously with this channel and putting on more great events like this in the future.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you if you're out there. Makes us know that we're not just talking into dead air.
Stephen with a good opening bowl here.
Stephen was the runner-up for the Treaty 7 championship in the singles, so he had a very strong showing in the singles as well. So you're seeing it there with his lead bowl, giving a very good, solid start for Bob.
Yeah, Bob and Stephen should make a very good team. And you've got Billy Thrasher and Matthew Hubert, two club players, and I know Billy's super pumped about this event.
Yeah, Billy was very excited that we had him on the TV rink. He's got heavy expectations to live up to here today. It's kind of an interesting. We did a survey to get some information to talk about on the stream here, and we got the bowling brother-in-laws. So Stephen and Bob are brother-in-laws. Kathy Selzler is Stephen's older sister. So it was kind of interesting to find out that fun fact that they've just kind of teamed up, and it's kind of a bit of a family affair. Sounds like it's 2 or 3 generations of Selzlers / Maloche have bowled. So very interesting information to have gathered from our surveys.
I believe Billy's playing with Arrow Groove, size 3.
I'd make a venture that it appears Stephen is also playing with arrows, and probably looks like a groove to me too, but I can't quite read from this distance.
Arrow 4 Quantums.
Ooh, a quantum.
Yeah.
And that was a killed end over there. Ryan Pollard letting a shriek go for his drive. He wanted the jack clean, I think, but that killed the end. So then that's just an end played, and they're moving on. Pretty young game over there. We got the 2 young girls, Kiara and Taryn from Alberta, playing against Ryan and Aussie.
Matthew coming in there, cutting it down to 2. Big Bull Bob looking to lob one in there.
You might be on that front blue one. Yeah, that's a nice bowl here.
Pushes that in. Matthew's on a pretty good line here.
Billy's just urging it to turn over.
Just a little aggressive, but he gets one out.
Hard to say who's shot. Steve was doing the finger dance, and he confirms that it's one. Can Daryl identify the band who is this song?
No.
It's Mike's favorite band, Portugal the Man.
All right.
You will see.
I do know the song, don't know the band.
It's very common. Most people do know this song, but they do not know the name of the band. I, however, have been a fan for well over a decade before they were even famous. They jokingly made a shirt that said I was a fan before they sold out. And I own that shirt, so.
Well, this could be interesting if Matthew can draw up a shot. if he actually chips it back a little bit, he could be sitting a bundle.
Bull's got to hold a long way here.
Yeah.
Maybe get a rub on
We
Bob's
might.
bull.
Oh,
Just about the kiss of death.
flop.
Maybe.
Shadow makes it a little difficult to see, but
Is that ever a shot that you deliberately play, Daryl? Where you play essentially slightly a heavy draw to try and wick or cut off of a bull and then essentially redirect into the head?
if I need to, if the draw is actually blocked up a little bit, definitely play the inside or outside rub. And then if you just happen to sneak by clean, it's just a perfect shot then.
Yeah, it's usually I go through the options that I have on each hand, and essentially I'll either play a little heavier or whatever because I know that there's essentially a bull that I can either hit up or that I can touch to direct myself into the head. It's probably one of my favorite shots, honestly.
Yeah.
People don't like bulls that are short in their draw line, but it's probably my favorite shot in all of lawn bowls is chunking up a 3-foot short bull right into the head. Our other podcast member Luke used to call it the chunky chicken. He would just tell me to throw the chunky chicken, and I knew exactly what he was telling me to do.
Looking at some of these other rinks, I think someone needs to tell the movie star he needs some sunscreen. He is roasted.
Yeah, I was pretty concerned when he started his last game of singles yesterday because he looked very red. He is a tough prairie boy, though. He probably don't need no sunscreen, is what he'd tell you.
It's been a long 2 days for some people, and now we're into another round of that. So lots of bulls to come.
Yeah, I'm excited to get the second half of the event going here. It's been a nice start, and looks like we got some really good weather coming for the next couple days too. And I'm excited to see how the new format that we've put together here is going to play out, because I think that the ability to have an end played with a killed end is going to change some teams' strategies and make teams a lot more aggressive than we traditionally see in games.
Yeah, we'll see if some people forget. Sometimes, every once in a while, when I play in an event that has like open ends, I totally forget that it's actually open ends. I just think, oh, it's respot again.
Well, it's such a odd thing to have an open end now. Like, we had to explain to a couple bowlers in this what an open end was.
Yeah.
Because the last end of the games are open, where you have to have a scored point. And so the couple of people had to be refreshed what that meant. So you can kill ends, and it's probably about the first time that a lot of these bowlers, if they haven't been playing for about 15 years.
Billy looking really good in here. Great weighted bowl. Yeah, we come from the generation where we used to have to tell people what respot was when it first came in and how the tee worked. And
Doesn't that just make you feel old, Daryl?
It does.
Does that mean you've been bowling long enough that we have to back in my day?
we've gone through a few variations of rules when we used to have the option to give
Take
away
the
the mat
mat,
or
yeah.
the jack.
Yeah. Very odd to think about that.
Yeah.
All the changes that have happened over the, two and a bit decades that I've been bowling, I think you're about the same as me.
Yeah. Ooh, just chunking Steven's bowl up there.
So it looked like it was pretty nice, but
If you're out there watching this morning, drop a hi in chat. Let us know you're out there. If you have any questions, comments, let us know. We're happy to talk anything bowls, not just this event. If you want to know a bit more about the players, happy to talk about that too. If you have any games you want to know about or any players you're cheering for, let us know about that too. Players love to hear that they're having support on stream. And Billy just coming through there. Yeah, we might get a few more backs and butts in the stream just because it's pairs and there's people hanging around the head.
that's the one joy of streaming team games is pairs isn't usually nearly as bad as fours, but
Fours,
fours
yeah.
is horrendous for trying to film. The Renegades out of Saskatchewan, you were commenting on Owen Wright being pretty red. His teammate Malcolm Taylor is also pretty red.
Yeah.
So the boys from Saskatchewan, we apparently don't remember to put on sunscreen. I am not part of that club. I wear sunscreen all the time and always.
Yeah. I've been lucky to be hunkered down in his tent most of the time, so
Yeah, it kind of saves you from that.
a little bit.
Hiding out in the back cave. I get to join you now this because John's not available for his commentary duties. He's playing in the pairs with Pat Bird, so PB and J get their debut next round.
Great bowl there.
Beautiful bowl by Matthew. Billy Thrasher giving him a round of applause. Very deserved.
Bob looking to come under onto Matthews. Just going to crush on the front. Not what he wanted.
Might have pushed a second one in.
Yeah, Matthew has nothing to worry about here. If he drags the jack back, it's all Billy in the back.
And Billy and Matthew are both novice bowlers still. I think the second and third year bowlers, each of them. So see if they have the analysis to be able to see that they could just pull that jack back. It's a little nice rub. Might have been good for 3.
Yeah, a little fortunate wick in off the wide bowl there. Yeah, trail of that jack hits you 4, maybe even 5 if you get it in the right spot. Plus the shot bowl.
Yep. Be fair though, it's hard to pick that up if you're a newer player and you
Yeah.
don't have the deep strategies that our 20-something years have gathered each of us.
That could make it harder. Bob's just landed one in the line.
Yep. So you could probably play the punch on the other side too, because he drew into his triple pile. So if
Yeah.
he played into that triple pile, he moves any of them. Jack comes with it. See where Matt puts this one. He's coming down on the same hand. Looks he's a little wide to me. He's got the spice on it though.
All right.
He's taking out 1, 2, and that's 2. 2 for Team Thrasher. Mosh and Thrash, the Bash Brothers. They eloquently selected Seth Rollins' theme song, Visionary, which is also known for Burn It Down.
Burn it down, yep.
So every time Billy scores, he's got to let out a burn it down.
Everybody's been really enjoying the theme music and introductions for our prime rank, streaming rank.
Yeah, if you hit those like, comment, subscribe buttons, the Canadian Bowler really does plan to expand upon our intros for the players. Wasn't quite in the budget to get the smoke machines and the lights and pyrotechnics, but potentially next year that may be in the budget, at least partial of that. Mike has quite a few wild ideas that he really wants to incorporate with the event, and I think it'd be pretty funny, honestly, to have smoke machine, lights, everything like that. Make it a little more of a spectacle, because a little bit of a spectacle would help with bowls, I think.
Yeah, make it fun. Really just going to come up short with that one, but currently holding 1.
A little bit of a length change. This is our shortest jack that we've seen so far. say the bowling brother-in-laws have been doing a bit more of a middle length to a long length jack, so a bit of a length change is an interesting strategy by Billy and Matthew.
Steven coming down. Going to be just narrow on that one. Looking out on the field, it's interesting to see who's skipping, who's leading, especially with some of the combinations that we have. I'm looking out there, and usually you see Greg Wilson skipping most of his teams out of here, but he's actually leading for Jen McDonald.
Yeah, that's an interesting strategy.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see how the tag team affects some teams, because there are certain teams that I think you have dual position type of guys or players that can play both positions. So it's a interesting idea. We got Bob Hubert in the chat cheering on his son from Saskatoon. Yes, hello Bob. I've had many conversations with your son about Saskatchewan heritage and being from Saskatoon, because I always see him in Saskatchewan shirts, and then Saskatchewan people always connect. So thanks for joining us, and we'll pass along your message to Matt.
We'll give a quick shout out to Matt. He's been a huge help with getting this event together as part of the Calgary Lawn Bowling Club. He's been our main contact, and he's put a lot of work into this and helping us get it, and we're happy that he gets to play in it too.
Yeah, we're immensely grateful for the support we've had from the Calgary Lawn Bowling Club. They've made it truly a pleasure for us to be here and made everything easy on us to organize this event. Well, as easy as it is to organize an event at this scale, but it's been nice to get to know everyone, and we felt nothing but support and helpfulness all the way through.
Bob getting the chop and lie. Don't know if that changes. Nope.
Yeah,
Billy's still saying one.
Yeah, you did the Ontario draw.
We like being through the head. Come on. Up and in always wins, right?
Yeah. As I said, the Ontario draw.
Bobby looking to draw one down here, even tap up his own. Make it shot.
Coming with a little bit of weight, looks like.
Just a nudge will work. There it is.
Oh. Probably the wrong edge. I reckon that's probably one for Billy in the back, but hard to say.
I believe that was one for Selzler.
You were commenting about the different skip combinations. The interesting one I saw was we got the mother-son combination of Caden Carter and Katrina Carter. And it looks like the young gun is skipping. So looks like Caden is skipping his mom. It's an interesting way to do it. It's kind of usually the opposite. I find is usually the parent is probably the more experienced one, but I think Katrina is a second-year bowler, so it doesn't terribly surprise me, I guess. But it's kind of cool when you see the youngin being the one in charge.
Yeah. He's playing pretty well yesterday, so he's got a tough task playing against the singles champion Claire Day.
Yeah. The champ.
Yeah. She's looking for double gold.
Yes. Yeah, just get both of those belts. She can strut around, and the champ does what she wants.
That's right. A little loose start on this. Most are about 5 feet away. Billy really just needs to add a few feet to his last. He's going to come across the head.
Other line, right? That's your one freebie for the day.
Hello from Switzerland.
After that, you owe
If-
drinks.
Hello, Fanny. Thanks for joining us. Always
Good ball
happy.
there from Steven.
Always happy to see people from across the world tuning in. There is lots of bowls clubs in Switzerland, so you may or may not be a lawn bowler, but thanks for joining us anyways. That was one of the things we covered on our show recently. Daryl kind of blew my mind that in Switzerland they use essentially curling clubs in the summertime to bowl in, which it had never occurred to me that would be a usage for them, because it's kind of the opposite way in Saskatchewan and Canada, I guess, is we have the curling clubs, but they just sit dormant during the summer. So cool usage, and it was a very nice story what they were talking about, the bowls club being opened in Switzerland. So might be an idea down the line for defunct curling club in Saskatchewan, Alberta. There's lots of small towns that have curling clubs that are probably not being used anymore. And if a city semi-nearby purchased it and used it,
It'd be good. I mean, the structure's already there, and it's got the rinks essentially already laid out. Looks like Bob's just gonna shoot narrow across the head here. Is also light.
could not tell you who was shot there. I'd probably venture Steven, but
Steven in the back.
kind of a bit of a weird 2-3 foot radius around that jack, so hard to tell at this point.
Matthew's also gonna come up short here.
Oh, Fanny, bowler for 30 years, ex-South African.
Wow.
Okay. Very cool. Yeah, we got a former South African here. He's been on the stream a few times, Michael O'Connor.
Yeah.
So he's recently moved to Saskatchewan, where I'm from, and he's bowling the tournament. I think, got through to the quarterfinals yesterday, and pretty solid bowler. He's got a scary drive.
Yes, he does.
I'm sure we're going to see some bowls flying across the green at some point. He's on the other end of the green. If we see one of his bowls flash across the green, we've got some problems, I think. Matthew just sliding through.
I think he was hoping to make contact with one of Billy's out in front. But
Yeah, that was probably a good play. The chunky chicken, just put it into the head. Yeah.
even if he hit on Bob's closest on the right there, the red, with that weight, he would have pushed it out and sat.
Bob might do it here. Nope. So don't think that's out.
No.
But then, hard to say who shot.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Billy's giving it a look.
be over enough to bump him, right?
It's going to be interesting to get way out there and see what happens. If he wants to go down the left side.
It's one part that's nice about we moved down to 7 rinks here today instead of 8, so it's not really a truly end rink. If you kind of look
Yes.
at it, they've got a good 8-10 feet between the edge of their green and where the actual edge of the green is, so should be fairly true. But we'll see what happens. He's got to come back a bit.
It might.
He's got to
He's
work.
riding the line.
I think he's got to work a bit.
Good ball there, I think. Yeah.
Yep, looks good. So that faint line we see on the edge, I'm pretty sure that's the edge of the rink. Billy's pretty excited here. He's checking out that shot.
Might need an umpire. Oh,
2.
There you go.
That much behind.
Just a reminder, we are playing to 14 ends, so we're just playing the halfway point here at 7.
Yeah, that's. I guess we're already halfway through here. This game's moving along pretty quick. We put in a 2-hour time limit, and we're not even 45. We're 40. Not even 40 minutes in. So
Yeah.
this game is moving along much quicker than I kind of had a suspicion that we would quickly breeze through these rounds, which is honestly, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm excited to have these rounds just go quick and have these players out of here a little earlier because the singles was a grind. That's the one part that's tough about games to 21 or 18. They're not quick,
Yes.
and no matter essentially what you do, you're always going to be close to that time limit. So
Well, some people needed 2 scorecards to track all the ones that they were scoring back and forth.
yeah, it's
Great opener there from Billy Thrasher. He'll be happy with that.
Ooh, another. Oh wow, they are just spraying through ends over there.
Yeah.
They switched skips, so the game of Aussie against Taryn and Kiara, they've switched skips, and that is, I think, the second or third end they've burnt. So they're breezing through this game at this point. But Aussie is currently down 6-1. So they're killing ends, but they're not scoring points. So they've got to probably pull up their socks pretty soon.
Yeah.
Aussie is well known for his high socks, so he's got the socks to pull up.
I was gonna say, what do you rate Ozzy's look there? He's got the high Canada socks, different shoelaces, gray and black attire with the rainbow hat.
Yeah, there's some bold choices being made there, fashion-wise, but I know he likes to have fun, and
Yeah.
they've got the matching hats. I'll give it to that team. They've got the matching hats and
They do, that's true.
and the matching shirt, so it actually looks pretty good.
All right, Billy's setting up a good head here.
Yep. No, he's got a good back bowl there. Let's see if Steven can get a second in there. No, looks like he's a little short. Burn it down. Billy giving me the finger guns as he walked up the green. I had to give him a shout for his Burn It Down. It's his elected theme song.
I was wondering what this was when you said, "Hey, Mike." Sent it to me. I was like, Bobby with a attempted a trail, but just happened to chip it over. So it looks like
1 or 2.
Team Thrasher, 1-2, maybe a measure for 3. Because I think that's Matthew in the back, in the middle. Matthew getting in there for another, so. Bob getting attacked by a wasp out there. I feel that pain.
Bob's a ninja. He's got laser focus. Didn't even have to, didn't phase him.
Bob's on the tee. It'd be hard to get that jack back there because if he kills it, it's dead. They're discussing should I get to the tee in case he kills it? It's like, oh, wait a minute. No, if he kills it, it's dead.
Yep. This new system is gonna mess with some people. Back ball is like always an important thing because if your opponent doesn't throw it hard enough to kill it, then obviously.
But drawing to the tee doesn't mean as much. All right. Bob's looking to get into this head somehow. He's not far off. Might have the jack.
Ooh.
And
I think he may have moved it enough. Steven is applauding, and they're taking a look at least for the 1. It's an interesting. He holds his hands sideways, so he's not even doing the finger dance when he does it there. He's using his hands. He said it gives you kind of the same perspective, but interesting. Oh. Say if you could hear some screaming children in the background, those are my children. I can proudly attest to that, but I can see they're going to the park. Looks like kids are going next door to the park. Beautiful location here at Calgary Lawn Bowling Club. They have a large park directly next to the green, followed by 2 great restaurants in the same parking lot. One of our partners for the tournament, Pie Junkie, has been supplying Daryl and me with some very delicious food.
that's right.
Daryl was so excited for his Pie Junkie yesterday that he actually ate my Pie Junkie as well. So Michael did not get a full lunch because of Daryl. Can't say enough good
Delicious.
things. Can't say enough good things about the Pie Junkie there. They have terrific food. Check them out if you've never been there. If you live in the Calgary area, they are worth the stop. While I'm talking about our sponsors, I guess we can talk about the sponsor for the event and our show, bowlsincanada.com. They are a Henselite provider for North America, so please do check out their website if you're in need of any Henselite products. Jimmer, the owner of the company, is a terrific guy to work with. He very prompt in his email responses, ships to you very quick too. So if you do need any products, he's always got stuff in stock as well. Actually, a decent selection, so check him out. bowlsincanada.com.
Pretty good bowls here from Billy. Don't mind them through the head, just a little narrow, but Steven looks like he's made a great adjustment here. Drawing number 1. If you are watching the stream and enjoying what you're seeing, oh, Billy here, just slicing it. Makes it interesting. If you are in the chat, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. All those likes, they're free, and they help us out tremendously.
Yes, please do hit those buttons. It really will help the Canadian bowler grow and hopefully have this event keep getting bigger and better each year. I know it's so far been a pleasant experience for Daryl and I to run it, and we plan to keep it going forward and get it bigger and better each year. So anytime you get those buttons, just keeps helping the channel grow and get bigger.
All the time.
Interesting head shaping up here. I think Matthew's really just trying to come down to Steven's blue bowl in the back there. Just going to be a little light on this one. Probably needs another 4 feet.
Hurry, Ray, let's get the first one on, buddy. Hurry!
Bob wants to get another one in the head here. Doesn't want to leave that blue one as a lonely one next to those 3. I think he may have just got a little wide.
Very nice shot. Great start.
And he's going to crash. Oh, just short.
Okay, Ray, you were 4 feet through. Just a little more grass.
All right, Matthew's looking for a little adjustment here. He's definitely got more weight on it.
I think that was too much grass.
That's actually not a bad position. He got a little favor off that wide bowl, but now he's best back, so a trail of the jack is not gonna be an issue. I found it, yes. As long as you aren't placing anything to actually measure, you can use your fingers to gauge distance as long as you're not, getting down there and trying to get really close to the jack in the bowl. You can stand over top of it and kind of do that guesstimation as best as you can.
Okay, this is looking good. This is looking really interesting.
Might not help you if they are extremely close or
Go, 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 go!
or extremely wide, but sometimes they can just give you an idea that one should be closer.
Not quite wider. Just missed it.
Okay, another yard. You can do it.
No problem. Happy to answer any questions that you have. We love talking bowls here. Matthew coming down looking for that blue, but might be just a close. Just missed.
Fanny in the chat asking, can you finger measure before the head is done? The answer to that is yes, and that's why a lot of players do the finger measure. Obviously, it's not a perfect method, and depending on how you actually use it, it can be done incorrectly or not be accurate. So, but a lot of people usually are fairly consistent with how they apply it, so then they're able to give themselves at least a perspective if it's worth measuring officially or not. That's how I personally do it, except if I'm ever kind of thinking it's close for shot, I'll use the finger measure. But as I was saying, can be unreliable, so it's probably sometimes just worth getting the measure out and not wasting time. My apologies on the camera there. Steven put his first bowl on the jack, second behind. Billy has his last bowl coming up here. Doesn't seem to mind it. He just wants it to hold, I think. Good second in there.
Hey, Patty.
Bob's bowl coming down here. He's got some weight. Can he move the bowl around? Yes, he does. Beautiful shot. Two in there. Matt's got some work to do. He's probably got to play into the gap in those bowls there. See if he can get a little bit of a push, get some movement going. Another bowl coming down here from Bob. Looks like he's a little bit wider on this one. See how much it works in. Not quite. Matthew coming with some weight. Took us to the Thunderdome. Not quite on target. Bob just a little bit late there. Still the two. Wonder if Matt's going to throw the Thunder again. Came with a pretty heavy weighted shot on his last one. He's at least lining it up, it appears. here it comes. This looks like a spicy meatball.
Both.
Does he got it?
Got it.
Oh, beauty bowl.
You may have got 2 out of that.
Let's see what happened. So they took it to the ditch. Looks like it's at least one. So Steven is indicating that it's 3 currently.
Bob's going to go up and take a look. Sometimes it's a little difficult when jacks are in the ditch and everything to really tell and how to measure.
Yeah, it's hit and miss if the people actually know how to do the correct measuring. They are doing it the correct way. So when a jack is in the ditch, you're supposed to measure the opposite way. Bob's probably just observing that they're doing it correctly. Not much of a celebration there. I'm surprised that Billy didn't let a hoot go or anything, because that was a beauty bowl by Matt. Matt was just giving us a thumbs up there. He's very happy he gets to add that shot to his highlight reel when he's applying to bowls universities across the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
So good end there by Billy Thrasher. Looks like he's holding 1 or 2. Matthew's first bowl on the way here.
It's not far off.
So yeah, that's likely in the count as well.
Couple feet.
Putting the Bowl and brother-in-laws in trouble here. So if you think about it, I guess we're almost three quarters through this game. So the Bull and brother-in-law's got to do something pretty quick here, because we're at a 5-point deficit and not very many ends left.
wide out here. I don't think it's going to come back.
Yeah, it seems it works a little bit, but it just falls out a little bit or something of that nature. So
Yeah. Ran into my previous stream partner and your brother, John, when I was grabbing a quick drink. Says he's feeling great. It must have been that Brett the Hitman Hart Ale last night.
yeah, we went, but we were tourists after the games were done last night. We went to Hitman's Bar. As you can tell by the whole genesis of this tournament, we are massive wrestling fans, and there is a bar in Cowboys Casino in Calgary called the Hitman's Bar. It is full of Bret Hart pictures, memorabilia, everything from his career. And if you're not familiar with who Bret Hart is, he is a legendary Canadian wrestler. He wrestled in but I guess that would be the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And was probably a pretty big influence on all of our childhood being Canadian kids. So Bob's got some work here to do. He's facing a decent count right now.
Don't think that's
I don't know if he's here.
come back enough. No, not here.
This is a big end. Looks like it's at least 2. And then realistically, if we think about it, we're talking about a even further distancing of the 2 teams.
Four.
It's a big end. That creates quite a distance, a little bit of a cushion now for Team Thrasher. Mosh and Thrasher off to a good start here.
Billy Thrasher, good wrestling name.
Really is. It's just a name made for it.
Nice ball there from Steven.
Come off that hill.
Great ball there from Billy. Good answer. Looks like shot. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I got something to tell you. I was like, oh, yeah, this is my mom right here.
Steven's still looking to just pile them in there.
This looks pretty nice. I think he might just get in here. It's all in his weight. All in
Great
his
ball.
weight. Oh, that's a great shot.
Right now, Team Seltzler is just looking for points, multiples if possible, because those ends are running out quick.
At first, I was like, oh, it's just bad vibes because you're watching the game.
Strategy that I think I would employ in this game, if I get a lead and I'm confident enough in my weight shot, is I would probably be more aggressive than traditional and not be afraid to kill ends. Billy did not like that one. He's yelling at it now, though. Oh, what a beauty.
Wow.
Apparently he just needs to not like his bowls, and he makes brilliant pinners. We'll have to tell him that one.
Great ball, yeah.
Get there. Keep going. Go, 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 go.
Got quite the game going on behind us there.
Yeah. A lot of hooting and
A lot
hollering.
of hooting and hollering. Absolutely. Thrasher came and paid us a visit, asked us if we're not entertained by his bowl. I gave it back to him, letting him know that he did not like his bowl, and it happened to end up good. So brings some fun to the game, though. He's a nice, colorful character for the sport. I've enjoyed getting to know him this last week.
I got
Good weighted bowl here. What a great draw. Shot drawn.
Very interesting. Get through, Ray.
Josh just killed it again.
Oh, back on buddy. Beautiful shot. It's out in the open now, though.
Matthew just wants to draw the same as his last. More of the same. As I usually tell my leads. Just more of the same. More of the same.
Whenever we play together, all you said is stop being bad. I mean, you're not supportive at all. You just call me lots of negative words.
Don't hit
and
this
say,
ball. Don't
yeah.
be short. Don't be long.
Be here. Yeah. I've never heard this supportive affirmations that you're referencing.
Good ball there.
I jest. Daryl is a very supportive teammate. Although we're both probably about the easiest going guys out there, so the two of us play together and we're just like, yeah, nice shot.
Yeah.
Good ball.
I think I annoy some of my teammates because I will even give them a quick clap, even if it's a suspect ball. Usually they come in useful as long as they're through the head.
Yeah. You give me essentially anything behind the jack, I'm never going to complain about it.
Yeah. Just a reminder, if you are out there watching, you're enjoying the content, hit that like button. It's just a quick little click below the video. Give that thumbs up. We would greatly appreciate it. It helps us tremendously.
Players confirming with me the conditions of play. 14 ends is not the most standard amount of ends, but we're trying to get games in here in under 2 hours, so 14 ends is a respectable amount of ends. Man, there is some fun games going on behind us.
That was a pretty good end.
Aaron in the chat, the best is when your skip is deliverable, and the lead says we're down 5. Yes, it's terrific support when your teammate lets you know about the terrible situation that you're sitting in. Pretty much on parallel with when you're playing lead and your skip skiz, you gotta be here. Yes, I deliberately threw my bowl short. Thank you.
I used to lead quite a bit. Now I'm relegated to more exclusively skipping.
You're the captain now.
But even as a lead and as a skip, the negative comments actually make my bowling worse. Don't hit this bowl. I'm probably going to hit it. Don't push this out. I'm probably going to push it out.
I've kind of gathered that with you, Daryl. Whenever I tell you to do something, you just do the opposite. So it sounds about right with your bowls game. Got lots of Saskatchewan people in the chat today.
Hey.
Crooked Lake, Saskatchewan. I have been there once or twice. Beautiful place.
Hello, ladies. From Saskatchewan, eh?
Amazing how that Ontario people just always associate that one line from
It's so good.
a movie with Saskatchewan. I don't think I've ever heard a person from Saskatchewan speak in that term and
Even with a French Canadian accent.
and referring to Saskatchewan,
Yeah.
which isn't a place. I guess that's part of the funniness.
Yeah.
Canadians, we probably find that funny because it's like we know that Saskatchewan is not an actual place. But thank you, Chad Hoskins, for joining us, cheering for Matt. Matt and Billy are in control of this game. We've only got 2 more ends left, and they're up 10, so they're going to have a terrific collapse in order to lose this one.
Yeah, for Matthew and Billy, it's just game management now. Mixed match bowls, drawing a shot or drawing multiple shots is not necessarily the key.
So, although if we do look at it, it's currently 2 for the Bowling brother-in-laws. If they get like a 4 or 5, keeps it within a distance where you never know. See how this head progresses. Matt has been throwing bombs all day, so he might be able to change his head up.
We're getting a good mix of tunes here at the Calgary Lawn Bowling Club, pumping under the greens. DJ Mike Patuli.
Say my name correctly if you're going to make fun of it. It is Papui.
Papui?
Thank you. But yes, I have a very eclectic music taste, so you'll probably be able to hear it in the background that I jump around in genre as I jump around in decades. I very diverse music taste.
Not far here. Just going to go through the gap. Matthew's just looking to pile them in here. Even if he's not shot.
Beauty ball there.
There you go. Dislodged it.
Well, he's not going to say I think in the stage of this game, they're not going to be really disappointed with giving up a 1. It makes the game mathematically over.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not mathematically over quite yet, but runs the road a little more towards the end.
Yeah. Bob looks like he's got a good line here. It's all on his way. What a dandy
beauty.
ball there. Fine and dandy. Matthew's just looking to come down, draw a good second, at least.
Hold on. Hold that line right. Oh, man.
Just a little aggressive. But he's holding on to the very edge of the ditch. Bob here, putting the pressure on.
Say no.
3.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's 3. So that does add some complexity to the game here. We're 7 with 2 to go. So that makes it, I guess, still possible.
Mm-hmm.
Gives them some life.
Up and back.
Up and back.
Going deep with this one. Matt's fairly back, and Jack is almost up to the tee. Good opener here from Steven. Resting toucher.
He's motivated. He's ready to go. His skipper drawing those 3 shots in last end just took him over the mountain. He's ready to go.
Well, if they can put together another big end here, from Billy.
It's honestly the worst type of game to be in when you have a lead like this and you're just playing game management to try and run the game to the end. And because it's not so much that you rest on your laurels, but it's almost paranoid about giving up the big ends, and then they almost seem to materialize.
They're a little short, little long, little wide.
Yeah.
You just got to really concentrate on throwing good bowls. Forget about what's going on. Get them close, do what your skip says. It's not a bad bowl there.
Give some opportunities on future ones, either him or Matthew.
Now, if you were skipping, would you have had your lead take a rip at that? Killed ends, killed played?
I would debate it, like depending on my lead's ability to it all throws how they throw the runner too. When Luke and I played in this type of a format years back at the Forrester Lang Pairs for the Canadians, we called ourselves Team Greenlight because both of us have good runners, so we would throw 6 consecutive runners at a bear jack and just try and kill the end and get through the game as quick as possible. So the strategy worked for the most part. We got a silver medal. However, the game that we lost, it did not work so well. So
Live by the sword, die by the sword, right?
exactly.
Bob's looking to pile these in.
You turn back. See if Matt's throwing. Doesn't look like he's throwing the thunder. He's got more of a draw line.
Yeah. Probably just trying to draw it off.
And even a push
That's
on this
pretty
bowl
close.
is very nice, though.
What a shot.
Yeah, that's a beauty. Great shot by Matt.
Pretty sure Billy almost jumped right over to the other green.
Yeah, very, very excited guy over there, Billy. His friend in the chat, John Tay, using those lefty powers.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a mascot. We'll say he's jumping up and around that green. He's an excited young man.
There's a lot of lefties here, actually.
There is.
Playing.
It's kind of an odd sport where you get quite a weird disbursement of lefties. Like I'm the minority in my family, where majority of the people I bowl with are lefties. So
That definitely helps out Team Thrasher with the pushback.
still an opportunity probably there for Bob if he were able to trail it to those 2 bowls
Absolutely.
that he's got behind. So, or he could actually maybe even pick the bowl, I guess, if we look at it. There's 2 red, probably second and third.
Yeah.
You see, though, I haven't really seen Bob play aggressively today, so I don't know if that's...
Yeah. He's coming down to look because this is an important end for him.
Ooh, through the gap. Yeah.
Just going through the gap.
It's kind of an awkward setup, but I would entertain the pick of the bull or a trail, but it's kind of a hard shot either way because the way that bull's located near the jack, I don't think you're getting it out clean without maybe disturbing the jack or jamming it on your back bull.
Yeah.
And again, I don't know if Bob has the aggressiveness to throw the bull, I guess, hard enough to probably pick it like you would need to.
Yeah.
You got this, buddy. There's that black one. Miss it.
Bob doesn't seem to like it. Says it's cutting in.
Yeah. Just going to cut across.
Yeah, just threw that head. He was trying either that trail or just trying to rest the bull out.
Nancy's got one more. You can just draw one in here.
One of those moments where you just wonder if Matt will just throw a wrong bias and get a 1 so that he can get 15 to 17, just have it coming home and have that game clinched.
It's got a few feet to draw in here.
Kind of liking this. Get here.
Yeah, no harm.
Get here. Get here. Ah, good place. Good try, honey.
Final end, 15-17, Team Thrasher. Andy Caldwell in the chat. Like Daryl's analysis of not giving up a big end, short, long, and wide sounds like the host of the Canadian Bowler, Luke, Daryl, and Michael in that order.
I think I'm offended by your comment, Andy. Pretty sure you're calling me wide.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll take it. So I think I'm getting a little wider over the years.
We both have been working on our dad bods for the
Yeah.
last few years, so.
Interesting update. I was just taking a look across the greens. Claire Day and Kathy Selsler versus the mom and son is 10-10 after 12.
Oh, wow. That is a close match. There's actually quite a few close matches because it looks like Greg Wilson and Jen McDonald are currently up 12-10. 2 ends to go. So again, 2 very close match as well. And then even the Kiara and Taryn against Ozzy and Ryan 9-7, 2 ends to go. So pretty close matches across the board. Nobody seems to be running away with their games.
Billy putting together a good end here. The father figure. Love it.
Thanks, Andy. And Billy puts in a great end there. Game clinched, and he just adds the disrespect.
Well, good enough anyway. Good enough.
It's hot again.
I think it's a really nice bowl here, nestling right behind the jack, making it more difficult.
Really just piling in the disrespect, as I said. Got the game in hand. Well, let's just get another 5.
Got to get that plus minus. You want to stay on top.
Yep.
Sorry, Ray.
their best end.
Yeah, it's a really nice tight end there.
Crashed on that front one. Yeah, thanks, Andy. We are having a great time. Everybody seems to be enjoying everything we're putting on here.
Look forward to seeing you out here next year, Andy.
Yeah. That's game. 17-7, Team Thrasher over Team Selzler.
Yes, good game. Quick match. Sort of as we talked about, the game has just been going for just over an hour. So teams are moving through these matches very quick, which was kind of what we wanted. Some quick hidden games, get them a full day of bowls. So
Yeah, bring Jack. Or get Jack out here. Absolutely.
that'd be great to see two of our Para Bowls national team members
Yeah.
playing together in this event. We look forward to having you guys here next year. Maybe we'll have to drag Luke out here as well, and you guys can play the. Maybe there might be a triples event
Maybe.
next year. Maybe that'd be.
See if we can expand this a little bit, make it more interesting for everybody. Worth your trip. Well, everybody, that's the game. N14, 17-7, Thrasher over Selzler. As this round is wrapping up, we're going to get ready for the next. Make sure everything is in order. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We appreciate all the support. And, as always, may all your bowls be touchers. That's going to get us demonetized right there.